What is up, guys? My name is Anime Chair here and welcome back to a new video. This video is what if Deku was a assassin? Part 1 actually. Be aware that I will be posting another part of what if Deku was a Saiyan Prodigy. Part 2 will be coming out today, and I mean today, so once I'm done posting this one, you will see me posting the second video of this caliber. With that being said, I know everyone did this before, right? Yes, but this will be different. So, this assassin's work will be different. Deku will be hunting down multiple villains, and heroes have to stop Izuku. Deku's mother and father died in a car crash. This was making Deku turn into a based off villainish assassin. But let's see how the story crumbles. When Deku was 4 years old, he was so happy that he wanted to ask his mother, do he have a quirk? So she and him went to the quirk doctor. She called Hasashi, telling him they going to the quirk doctor early. Hasashi hangs up, saying okay. Then they made it to the quirk doctor. Back with Hasashi, he was driving his vehicle, but something will be wrong. But it was still safe and sound when Hasashi was still driving. He was going to make it to the quirk doctor. But this is how Inko and Hasashi died. So when the quirk doctor answered, and he told Izuku he actually has a quirk. It's a gun quirk. It's like Lady Nagant. But he can just appear it in hand. Any type of gun he imagine in his mind, it will appear in his hand. Any type of weapons, he can create it. It will appear in his hand or anywhere around his body. He can create clothing that's made out of like multiple leathers or anything like that. He can make whatever he wants. He's like a creator, or like Momo Yaoyorozu that can create anything but need the metal to it or anything. But Zuko he just have to remember what he wanted and what it wanted to look like, and then he created it right there. Mama, I got a quirk. Do you think I can become a hero? Izuku yelled out. His mother laughed and said yes. I think you can become even powerful hero than All Might, his mother said, smiling. Picking up Izuku's toy, Izuku and her walked out, getting in the vehicle, sitting in a seatbelt, and then driving off. But terrible tragedy will come unfold, and seeing the horror that Izuku's mind will go through. Izuku was at a red light with his mother, but a car, a large vehicle bus, was now going smashing down the street, crashing into any vehicle they see until they got the eyes on the prize. Boss, I made it. Who do you want me to kill? Everyone. The bus. So the man inside the bus jumps out and disappeared in a vanish. They was confused. Who was driving that bus? It was going so fast that it couldn't stop. When Inko and Hasashi now passing by each other, they smiled at each other and waved off. But Hasashi was now feared. He looked inside of Inko's window, seeing the bus coming straight towards them. Hasashi was now getting afraid that his son and Inko would die. So he did one traveling thing. He said, "Look out!" A yell came from Hasashi's window. Inko was confused but looked to her left, seeing a ball train or a ball bus coming towards them. She couldn't move. She was afraid. Hasashi screamed at her, "Look out! Protect Izuku," he said. She looked back at Izuku, grabbing Izuku, holding him tightly, making sure he will be safe. Boom! Once they crashed, the vehicle flipped over 24 times, killing Hasashi in the process. Inko was still alive, barely. She was still barely alive, but looked at Izuku. Izuku had none scratches on him, which was confusing. Run, Izu. Izuku was scared, but he got out of the vehicle, asked for help. No one was helping them, not even one hero. A hero walked past and Izuku cradled to him, "Please help my mother." He was ignored by Izuku. Izuku looked back. Boom! The car exploded into some pieces. This is why Inko burnt to ash. Damn it, Izuku cursed. But he didn't know he had the swear words in him. But Izuku knew he had to run. Izuku knew that if he gets caught, he will be in his shelter. But he didn't want to be, so Izuku ran. He ran for his life into a forest. 1 year went by. A missing child was missing on the news. We have a boy known as Midoriya. Izuku was missing for a couple of years. We found him. We do not know where yet, but if he doesn't come out, he will be missing or dead. His two parents has passed away in a car crash, or aka villain attack with an explosion. Both Inko and Asashi has met their makers. In the news, Izuku was looking in a window, seeing the news about his mother and father years past. How they didn't know about his mother. Izuku had grown taller. I will be saying 5'10", and he has a different types of skin texture. His skin was a little lighter and a little pale at the same time. Izuku was wearing all black clothing, a cloak, and wearing something over his head. Izuku's hair color changed from green blackish to all white black. Izuku was upset that he remembered that the hero who walked past the attack didn't do a damn thing. So Izuku made his makers. He will become an assassin. So Izuku went on his making, training, parkouring, knowing the ropes of Japan to find the man that the hero needed. That pro hero will die. So Izuku searched for him. It wasn't hard to search for that man. That man was in the alleyway making deals with a villain. Izuku spotted him. Well, he is not a hero after all. He's a godforsaken villain. What a hero. I thought he would save my mother and father, but he left them to die. Knowing his quirk can help it, knowing his quirk can blow that fire away, he didn't save my mother. So Izuku was so pissed. He grabbed his rifle, his sniper rifle, with that, aimed it, boom, blew off the head, not even leaving him a one pale scratch. The villain was looking everywhere. Boom, the villain was dead as well. Another pow goes off, killing the second one. And then the last one was almost grazed. This one was not really a villain, but he was from the League of Villains. So he had to run. He was a low-ranking villain that helped support the villain corps, or the villains that was inside. Master, he rushed in. But Izuku lost trail of that man since his quirk is called speed. Damn it, he lucky. Izuku is now hunting for the villains. Every night in the shadows, Izuku murder lasts one by one, villains by villains. Killing, and killing, until he will be stopped yet again. Izuku knew that if a hero caught him doing this. And it's not a normal hero, or it was a pro hero that actually become a great hero, he will have to disengage that fight. He do not want to fight pro heroes that's actually protecting the villains or the civilians. This was the day he had to fight 3 heroes. One was known as All Might, the first #1 hero. Second was known as Endeavor, the second hero, or the second in command. Third was known as Tosho Aizawa, or Shoto Aizawa. He was known as Eraserhead. Hey, assassin, you know you will be down for crime doing this, right? Aizawa spoke. I'm sorry, but I will not let this slide. Because heroes, all the fake heroes, all the villains, did this to my family, ruined my life. So, they shall pay the price of death. They shall be blood stains upon them. And if you get in my way, your death was imminent. Aizawa knew the fear in Izuku's eyes. He looked closer to Izuku's eyes. Seeing Izuku was scared, afraid of killing a pro. Tell me, kid, why are you so afraid to kill us? I'm not. Now why is your eyes begging a differ? Izuku closed his eyes. Aizawa smiled, wrapping the scarf around Izuku's neck. Izuku tried to grab his knife to cut it off, but it was made out of quirk. It was made out of Aizawa's quirk. Damn it. I can't get caught. Not here, not now. But Izuku cannot make bombs yet. He only can make like a little bit of rifles, guns. But bombs is out of his league until he reaches a strong level. Damn it. I'm sorry, mother and father. I can't live on like this. Izuku grabbed his pistol. From his left hand, he pulled it up to his head. If I can see you again. Aizawa was surprised, knowing that Izuku would kill himself to see his family. Aizawa rushed towards Izuku with full speed, kicking the weapon out of Izuku's hands, slamming Izuku to the ground, putting him in handcuffs. At the time, you will be arrested for killing villains after villains and a pro hero. That man wasn't a pro. He let a woman and male die, knowing that his quirk can be used into that fire, knowing that he killed my mother. Flashback. When Izuku was 4 years old, while Inko and Hisashi passed by, driving by each other, waving at each other. The bus went by, crashing, making Hisashi died in a car crash, and Inko still survived in a slight little. The man walked by with a phone in his hand, telling him is he safe. He was talking to the man that was in that bus. Izuku noticed that, but he didn't know he was talking to that man. Izuku was scared. End of flashback. That man died. He died to pay the price of leaving my mother there to die. He was no hero. He was a villain. And the 3 heroes now remembered the name Hisashi Midoriya and Inko. Are you the son of Hisashi Midoriya and Inko Midoriya? Izuku nodded. Why is your hair not green? Because I stayed in the dark. I dyed my hair. And when I said I dyed it, it will not go back green if I wash it off, anything like that. But I deserve revenge for what that fucking hero did to my family. He ruined my life. He slain my mother and father. So he died while doing it. And he was making deals. And I have proof in my left pocket. Izuku went over to his left pocket, but he knows he was in handcuffs. So Aizawa picked Izuku up, grabbing his left pocket and seeing the picture of the hero and the unknown villain. He was right. He was a villain. But that don't mean killing them is necessary. I'm sorry. If a hero cannot kill, what is a hero supposed to do? Just let him survive and stay in jail for a couple of years and do it all over again? No. They get one chance, one life, and they will be taken by an assassin. Izuku smiled and then created a smoke bomb. Poof. Izuku vanished and the cuffs was on the floor. This is the story of the assassin of Japan. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you're new and enjoy What If Deku Was a Assassin, Part 1. Enjoy. Love you guys. Goodbye.